Okay, in the last video we talked about the product labels, and one of the items on there is the position, and in that example it was D2.4.10. So let's look at how I have the Pyromusical set up. Um, there are sections, well, you have to forgive me. I'm calling the front section Section X, and that's because I decided to add all of these items up in the front after I had started labeling things, and I didn't want to have to go back and relabel everything. So rather than the front section being A, it's section X. But then after that, it'll be A through G in that order. And so that product label we just looked at was in section D, so it would be placed here in this green section. And then each of those sections are broken up into several different subsections. We have that position again here, D2.4. So in this case, we would look for section D, which is this green area right here. Here we have section D1 on the very left. Everything is labeled left to right, so ones are all on the left, and it increases in value as you go to the right. So D2 would be here, and then inside of that section there would be a piece of equipment maybe labeled D2.4, and then it would be you look for the 10th position. So I think once you get there and you can see kind of how things are being set up, that position will make much more sense to you. And a lot of those will be already inserted into the pieces of equipment already before it gets there, so you won't even have to worry about that. The most important though is as you're setting things into the right positions that you're noticing, that's D2, so it needs to go to position D2. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to talk about in the next video will be how to do series wiring. Again, I talked to you about the series and parallel wiring. Everything that I would like done on the Pyromusical should be done in series wiring, and I'll explain a little bit more why I want it that way. Makes it a little bit easier to find out continuity when we're doing continuity checks when they are done in series wiring versus a parallel wire. We'll talk about both in the next video. That'll be the last topic, and then everything else we can cover the morning of. We'll see you in the next video.